Have you ever wondered why some women can walk through absolute chaos and still radiate that magnetic calm energy, while others crumble at the first sign of conflict? What if I told you that 2,000 years ago, ancient philosophers discovered the exact blueprint for creating unshakable feminine strength, and today you're going to learn their 4 most powerful secrets? Welcome to Imperial Mindset, where women unlock their queen energy and discover the ancient wisdom that builds modern confidence. I'm here to show you how Stoic philosophy isn't just for bearded men in togas, it's actually the ultimate guide to feminine power and unshakable inner strength. Let me share something personal with you. 3 years ago, I was the woman who would lose sleep over a single critical email. I'd replay conversations for hours, analyzing every word, every tone, every possible meaning. One particularly brutal day at work, my manager called me into her office and basically told me I wasn't leadership material because I seemed too easily rattled. I remember sitting in my car afterward, crying and feeling like maybe she was right. Maybe I just wasn't built for the big challenges. That night, I stumbled across a quote by Marcus Aurelius that changed everything. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But here's what hit me the hardest. This wasn't just about controlling thoughts, it was about recognizing that my worth, my peace, my power, they all came from within. No external situation, no person, no setback could touch that core strength unless I let them. Fast forward to today, and I've discovered that the most confident, successful women I know, whether they realize it or not, are practicing Stoic principles daily. They've mastered the art of being unshakable, not because nothing bad happens to them, but because they've built an inner fortress that no storm can penetrate. So what exactly makes a woman unshakable? It's not about becoming emotionless or cold. It's about developing such strong inner foundations that external chaos can't destabilize your core. It's about responding from your power instead of reacting from your wounds. And today, I'm going to share the 4 Stoic secrets that create this transformation. The first secret is what I call the morning sovereignty ritual. Every unshakable woman I know has claimed ownership of her mornings before the world starts making demands. This isn't about waking up at 4 in the morning or doing some complicated routine. This is about creating sacred space where you connect with your inner strength before external influences can cloud your judgment. Here's how it works. Before you check your phone, before you start responding to other people's priorities, you spend just 10 minutes in what Epictetus called the discipline of desire. You ask yourself 3 questions. What can I control today? What do I want to create today? How do I want to show up today? Then you visualize yourself moving through your day from that centered, powerful place. You're literally programming your nervous system for strength instead of reactivity. I know a woman named Victoria who credits this simple practice with transforming her entire career. She used to be the person everyone dumped their problems on, the one who said yes to everything and ended up overwhelmed and resentful. Now, she starts each day by connecting with her core values and her vision for herself. She tells me that difficult conversations don't throw her off anymore because she's already anchored in her truth before the day begins. The second secret is mastering the emotional firewall technique. This is where Stoicism gets really practical for women. We're often told we're too emotional, too sensitive, too affected by other people's energy. But what if I told you that your emotional intelligence is actually your superpower, and Stoicism teaches you how to harness it instead of being overwhelmed by it? The emotional firewall isn't about shutting down your emotions. It's about creating space between the trigger and your response. When someone says something that would normally send you into a spiral of anger or hurt, you pause and ask yourself, is this about me or about them? 9 times out of 10, other people's behavior is a reflection of their own pain, fear, or insecurity, not a statement about your worth. Let me give you a real example. My friend Samantha used to get completely derailed when her mother made critical comments about her life choices. She'd spend days feeling defensive and questioning herself. Then she learned to create that firewall. Now when her mom starts with the criticism, Samantha thinks, this is mom's fear talking, not truth about me. She can respond with compassion instead of defensiveness, which actually improved their relationship dramatically. But here's the key, the firewall isn't about becoming indifferent. It's about choosing your response from your power instead of your pain. You feel the emotion fully, you process it, but you don't let it dictate your actions. That's true emotional mastery. The third secret is what Marcus Aurelius called the obstacle as the way philosophy, but I want to share how this applies specifically to women's lives. We face unique challenges, from workplace discrimination to relationship complexities to societal expectations about how we should behave. The Stoic approach isn't to deny these obstacles exist, it's to use them as fuel for our growth and strength. Every challenge you face is actually an opportunity to build your resilience muscle. Think about it like this. Every difficult person who tests your boundaries is giving you a chance to practice standing in your power. Every rejection is redirecting you towards something better aligned. Every setback is information about what doesn't work, bringing you closer to what does. I learned this lesson the hard way when I got passed over for a promotion I really wanted. Instead of just feeling bitter, I used Stoic principles to analyze what I could learn. I realized I had been playing small, waiting for permission instead of stepping into leadership. That rejection became the catalyst for me to start this channel and build something entirely my own. The obstacle literally became the way forward. Here's a practical exercise you can try. Think of a current challenge in your life. Now ask yourself, how is this situation strengthening me? What qualities is it calling forth that I might not have developed otherwise? Maybe that difficult coworker is teaching you to set clearer boundaries. Maybe that financial pressure is pushing you to discover income streams you never would have explored. The key is to shift from victim mode to student mode. The fourth and most powerful secret is what I call controlled detachment. This is where Stoicism gets really sophisticated, and it's absolutely crucial for women who want to maintain their power in relationships and career. Controlled detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care deeply while holding your outcomes lightly. You invest fully in your efforts while releasing attachment to specific results. You love people completely while maintaining your own identity and values. This is the ultimate balance between engagement and independence. Let me tell you about my friend Lauren. She used to be the woman who would lose herself in relationships, constantly worrying about her partner's mood, trying to control outcomes, getting anxious when she couldn't reach him. She confused love with anxiety, caring with control. When she learned controlled detachment, everything changed. She could love fully while maintaining her center. She could support without sacrificing herself. She became magnetic because she wasn't needy. In career terms, controlled detachment means you work excellently while knowing your worth isn't determined by any single project or promotion. You care about quality while releasing perfectionism. You invest in relationships while maintaining professional boundaries. The practice is simple but profound. Every day, identify one thing you're attached to controlling that's actually outside your influence. It might be how quickly someone responds to your text, whether you get chosen for a project, what someone thinks about your decision. Then consciously practice releasing that attachment while maintaining your investment in your own actions and choices. Do you see how different this is from traditional advice that tells women to be less emotional, less caring, less invested? Stoicism says be fully engaged with life while staying rooted in your own power. Care deeply while knowing that your peace doesn't depend on any external outcome. Now, I want you to think about which of these 4 secrets resonates most with your current journey. Are you someone who needs to reclaim your mornings and build that sovereignty ritual? Maybe you're ready to master the emotional firewall technique so other people's energy stops throwing you off course. Or perhaps you're in the middle of challenges right now and you need to see them as opportunities for growth. Maybe you're ready to practice that controlled detachment so you can love and work fully while maintaining your center. Here's what I know about unshakable women. They're not born that way. They're built that way, through daily practices, conscious choices, and commitment to their own growth. The ancient Stoics understood that true strength comes from inner discipline, not external circumstances. And when women embrace these principles, we become unstoppable forces for good in the world. The beautiful thing about developing this unshakable quality is that it radiates outward. When you're centered in your own power, people feel it. When you respond instead of react, it elevates every conversation. When you see obstacles as opportunities, you inspire others to do the same. When you practice controlled detachment, you model healthy love and professional excellence. You have everything you need right now to begin this transformation. It doesn't require perfect conditions or a complete life overhaul. It starts with small, consistent choices to respond from your power instead of your pain. It grows through daily practices that strengthen your inner foundation. It deepens as you learn to see every challenge as an opportunity to build your resilience. Remember, queens, being unshakable doesn't mean nothing bothers you. It means that nothing can move you off your foundation. It means you can feel deeply while thinking clearly. It means you can love fully while maintaining your identity. It means you can face any storm knowing that your core strength will carry you through. Which of these 4 Stoic secrets will you start practicing this week? I genuinely want to hear from you because building this community of unshakable women is how we change the world. Hit that like button if this resonated with you, and subscribe because we're just getting started on this journey of unlocking your imperial mindset together.